Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
What's going on, everybody? It's Chad from Bearded Hops Podcast, trying to get back on schedule to do another Friday morning beer review. We're going to try to do these once a week. As usual, been away for a little bit, but hey, it's Friday. I got a job, and as I said before, I got a lot of shit to do, but I'm going to drink a beer first, so let's go for it. It's Friday.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
All right, everybody. I got one from Central Waters Brewing Company this week. And now we've done some Central Waters reviews in the past. Adam and I have done it on the Full Length podcast out of their Barrel Age series. And we're actually going to do another one here coming up pretty soon called Peruvian Morning. So we're pretty excited about that one. But for Friday morning beer review this week, this is Central Waters Brewhouse Coffee Stout. This is out of their specialty release series. This is a 7.8% ABV with a 48 IBU rating. I don't think it's on the bottle, but I did see that on Untapped. It is not on the bottle. So the bottle is very simple. This is a pint bottle and a red label with white writing or white lettering. And some sort of woodpecker-looking bird. Looks like he's, flying while he's sitting still with a cup of coffee that doesn't seem to be blowing in the wind. Anyway, this one, as described on Central Waters' website, is a coffee lover's delight, a wonderful stout infused with coffee that is specially roasted for us by Emmy J's in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Now, Central Waters is in Amherst, Wisconsin, which is fairly close to Stevens Point. There's also Point Brewery over there and Oso's Brewery, which is in Plover. So that's a good 3 brewery visit day that Adam and I need to do at some point. But we have where's my bottle opener? We got a beer I got to drink because I got to get to work soon. Here we go. The cap is the cap they use on everything on their bottles. It's like a bird's footprint, maybe. I don't know. It's fairly cold. I did take this out of the refrigerator a little late this morning. So my first impression might change a little bit from the final rating, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot here. So I'm going to pour as best I can. My new camera setup is not totally ideal for pouring because if you watch the show that we did last night, I poured it all over my desk. All right, so that obviously it's a pint. This is not a pint glass, but it is a stout glass. So I didn't quite get it all in there. Nice and dark. Poured with about a 1-inch head. Nice, tightly packed bubbles. So as we do all the other regular podcasts, open it, sniff it, taste it. Initial rating is all you're going to get on this particular quick review, as it's a Friday morning beer review. It's just a few minutes long. So I'll give my initial rating on it and talk a little bit about the flavor. And we'll go through what the other beer rating sites say about it. And then you'll have to check into Untapped at the end, maybe later today to get the final rating on it. So see. Very, very strong coffee. And from a beer called Brewhouse Coffee Stout, you would expect that. I expect it's probably going to have a little bit of a chocolate flavor as well, but coffee is going to abound in this one. Let's give it a taste. Yes. Coffee. Emmy J's. That's some good coffee. Good coffee flavor anyway. So as I rate Friday morning beers against other Friday morning beers, I've had a couple of really good ones lately. That breakfast stout that I had, our breakfast beer, that I had on the last one from One Barrel Brewing. That one was probably one of the better ones that I've had out of all these that we've done so far. This one's going to be middle of the road. I will say, I'll say 3.5 an initial rating on this. I think this will probably go up as it warms. It's really, it's actually too cold to properly drink a stout at this point. My glass is condensating a little bit because it's starting to warm up a little bit here in Wisconsin. So it's too cold to drink properly, but it has a very good flavor. It's very it tastes like what it's brewed for, to drink a beer in place of coffee, even though it's cold. The coffee flavor is very prevalent, and it doesn't get any worse or over the course of it washing over your palate. It's got a very good mouthfeel. So that's a solid 3.5 beer for me. I'm gonna let this one warm up a little bit and finish drinking it. Maybe let it warm up for an hour or so, and then come back to it. And I bet that rating will go up just a little bit. So let's take a look and see what Beer Advocate says about this beer. It's got a very good rating on Beer Advocate. It has been on Beer Advocate. This is, I think this is, let me go back here. I think this is an annual, rotating annual from Central Waters. So it's in their specialty release, and I believe they do it once a year because it's been on Beer Advocate since 2007. 4.21 out of 5. It rates really good. 1,002 check-ins over the course of 10 years. And Untapped, lots of check-ins, 16,365 total, 12,400 unique. 4 is the average rating, exactly 4. Again, 7.8% IBU or ABV, 48 IBUs. It's highly regarded, and as they said, they make it once a year. I'm glad I got a bottle of it. To tell you the truth, I don't remember where I bought this. I think I got it at Ridgeview just before I moved. So it's probably, let's see if I can find a date on it anywhere. It does say on the side, made with fair trade coffee, specially roasted by Emmy J's, which they also do ice cream and smoothies and tea. Bottle does not have a date on it, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, if these are specialty releases, it'd be nice to know what year this was. I mean, this one, it just got to Ridgeview a week or so prior to me purchasing it. So it's the 2018 version, I'm sure, but there's no date. So forget about figuring out what year Brewhouse coffee stout you're drinking. You're not going to find it. 3.5 on the initial rating. I'll check it in later. Go check out Central Waters Brewing. It's, I believe, centralwatersbrewing.com. centralwaters.com is their website. They do a lot of barrel aging. For the size of brewery, 15,000 barrel brewery, they have more barrels in their barrel warehouse than anybody except basically Founders. For such a small brewery, that's really impressive. They've got a lot of really good beers. Check out the upcoming Peruvian Morning review that Adam and I will do on the regular podcast. And until then, enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to go work for a little bit and then drink some more beer and probably mow the grass, the regular weekend stuff. So enjoy. Cheers.